Okay, this is part 3 for the practice test. This should be the last part. I don't think this is going to take very long. And we want to do the top 6 stocks with the highest number of shares. It's already sorted, so what I want is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6. And since I want a legend with the total purchase price and the total current price with these numbers over here, I'm going to have to include the column heading. So let's go from here down to here, and then I want, darn it, I hit the shift key instead of the control key. So control key and click and drag, and that's the data I want in my chart. If I squeeze the selections together, they form a rectangle, which is a requirement for Excel. And what I want is a clustered bar chart. So here's bar, and this is a clustered bar chart. And I want the stock names on the vertical axis, which I do. 2 bars extending from each name representing the total purchase price and the total current price. And the title should be top 6 stocks. We don't have a title here, so let's go to layout and go to chart title, and I like to put it above the chart. And our title is going to be top 6 stocks. Okay. Make the chart title font size 20 points. I don't know if I can right click on this or not. Yes, I can. Let's try changing it to 20. And make the legend, make the horizontal axis, the vertical axis, and the legend 14 points. So let's make this 14, right click on this, and let's make this one 14. Let's right click on this and make this one 14, and rotate the numbers on the horizontal axis 45 degrees and make grid lines every 15,000. And it says on a page of its own. The way you make it on a page of its own is by doing move chart up here. And let's put it on a new sheet. We don't need to worry about changing the name. And now the numbers, or the font sizes, look better that I've expanded the size of the chart. And what I need to do is a couple of things here on the axis. I need to change the alignment, the rotation. I said make positive or negative 45. I think negative looks a little better, but you can do it either way. And the other thing that I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to make the major unit, instead of being 10,000, I want it to be 15,000. So change the 10 to a 15, and now we've got axis lines at $15,000 intervals. And that's everything we had to do for the chart. The last thing on the practice test is the coffee summary, and I want formulas in B3, which is here, down to D6, which is here, that will compute the totals by adding the corresponding cells on 2010 and 2011 coffee sheets. So for my French coffee total here, I want the French total, which is also in the same place, it's in B3 for 2010, plus the French coffee for 2011 in the North region. Okay, so all I've got to do here is put in a formula equals, go down here, click on coffee, French coffee for North in 2010, type in a plus sign, go down here and pick the same item, French coffee North 2011, and hit the enter key. And it'll add those two numbers up, and I think the numbers were 45 and 50. There's a 45, there's a 50. Add them up, you get 95,000. And now, because these are relative cell references, there's no dollar signs in there, I can click and drag down, and I can click and drag across. And if you look at any one of those numbers and go look behind it at the 2010 and 2011 coffee worksheets, you'll see that it is the sum of those numbers on those worksheets. And that's the end of the practice test.